But it means that the, and of course, it means that the other monies that are become more vulnerable because some of it is. Yeah.
And another proposal which has come is at the state level, not the government, but have a professional corporatized body, like which we call a state financial intermediary, like Karnataka Urban Development Infrastructure Fund or Infrastructure Finance Corporation of the government, which does not get a back-end sovereign guarantee, but that organization itself has a repute, it itself has a better credit rating, and then it supports and saying that we have external aid lines of credit open with so many banks, we are routing so much of funds. So out of 2,000 crore turnover of Rajasthan Urban Development Corporation, suppose City of Jaipur banks against that for a 200 crore loan, there is a better level of comfort. So this is also one of the proposals that has come.
Yeah, that's really.
It's not on the market yet, but on the design stage.
That's really interesting because essentially that's a bit like a development bank guarantee, but a Karnataka state development bank guarantee. And it would be interesting to see if you couldn't get even cheaper if you had some guarantees to the multilateral development banks. So get the Asia Development Bank or the AIIB or some of these other banks. You doing that?
We have created another source, HUDCO, if you know, it's a Housing Development Corporation in India. They are being given a 3,000 crore grant by Government of India, interest free. They will pick up another 3,000 from the market. HUDCO can pick up. So if HUDCO has a kitty of 6,000 crores, almost $1 billion US, they will lend to these viable projects internally at 4.5 or 5%. So it's all on the paper yet, but that HUDCO financing to cities, which will give a level of comfort to the private financing institutes, who will then find out that yes, this is working and we can also join.
If I might just come in wearing an NCE hat and not just an India hat.
A real banker.
And not even the banker hat.
Yeah.
But I do endorse the point on the financing, and I think Nick was sort of hinting at the credit enhancement rather than just the lending. It's worth looking at how funds can be used for credit enhancing, so the money goes much further than actually just lending the money. You credit enhance and then the banks lend. But anyway, that aside, no, just from the NCE's perspective, and this is something we have been discussing in terms of urban environment, you've heard how the conversation very quickly shifted to sanitation and water. And I think this is something that we have had a bit of a light touch on, but if we are to do very serious work in India, we can't ignore this. You hear it from Isher, you hear it from Neeraj. It's going to be quite critical as we look at our cities in terms of everything from septic, sewage management, and water provision, which are the high priorities as we go forward.
I think we should, this is fantastic. Neeraj, thank you for your patience in answering all the questions, and thank you for everyone. Rajat, over to you.
Thanks. I mean, I don't want to stay between you and dinner, but you know, we've done many launches. We've done a lot of report launches. Isher would, when she was in ICRIER and continues to. But I must say that this would rank as one of the best launches. So thank you all very much, and thank you for endorsing the report. I think the report has got all-round endorsement. And as I said in my introductory remarks, this has truly been a collaborative effort. Number of people and a number of institutions. And I've also, you know, being a Delhi citizen, I also would like to, you know, very gratified to hear what Neeraj said about traffic lights. And if your car crosses a zebra crossing, then you'll automatically get challaned or ticketed. I mean, that use of technology for making life easier for citizens who drive. And I really welcome that, and I hope technology is used more and more. There are a number of people to thank for this report. And of course, all of you present here, you know, Nick, Naina, Isha, Neeraj, thank you so much for coming. Anil for chairing the session, Anil, Nick, Smita, Professor Agarwal, all of you, thank you so much. But these are all the recognized people who we thank, and they need to be duly thanked. There are a number of people sitting in the audience who who should be recognized because they've contributed to the report. And if I miss out some names, it would be an act of omission rather than commission. From WRI, who participated in this collaborative effort, Madhav, Shrikant, Shahana. I think Shrikant and Shahana are here. Thank you very much. From ICRIER, RC, Amrita, Indro, and Sandeep, they're all sitting in the audience. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the NCE support. Ian Farzina Corey, also sitting there. Thank you very much. And finally, for the team at ICRIER, who makes all our logistics so much easy. They are all been there. They've been in touch with you. Manmeet, there's Ram, there's Kishan, there's Jeet, and there's Sharad. So thank you all very much. And thank you all for coming and participating with your comments and wisdom. And as a gesture, we only invite you in repayment to all that you've done for dinner and drinks in the pergola next door. Thank you all very much.